Hey everyone, welcome back to Light Shine Desserts, where you can get your daily dose of the baking, the Word of God, decorating, and much, much more. So as you can see, I'm currently on the lemon cupcakes. With this cupcake recipe, it's not like a vanilla one that I made lemon. It's like a lemon cupcake recipe. But with this recipe, it kind of like sinks after like it's done baking or like while it's in the oven, where it's still like moist when you eat it, but it does like sink, which isn't the best to me look wise. People like it when it's like flat, but mine, I like them to be like have a little muffin top or a little like bump on the top. So right now I am doing my regular chocolate cupcake recipe. It's going to have a cookies and cream buttercream again. Everyone seems to always want the cookies and cream buttercream. I don't know why, but yeah. When I made this one, it was a little bit grainy, like a little bit, not as much as the first one I did because I didn't like blend up the Oreos right away. It really does depend on like the person. Like they might like that little like texture from the Oreos, or they might just want like the flavor but no graininess. And so right now I'm doing the red velvet. Basically, I've already mixed everything else up and now just mixing in the dry ingredients and going back and forth from that to the buttermilk, which for the buttermilk, it's a homemade buttermilk because I decided not to buy so much buttermilk because I don't really use that too much in all my recipes, and the homemade one works just great. So this is what they looked like in the end. I think they turned out good. I didn't record this because this was like in the morning and I forgot to quickly like record and take the pictures, so I just had my mom do it. But the next thing at school, I made Thai coconut soup, which was pretty nice because it was like sweet but then also have like that savory note. And then we also made a kimchi fried rice, which it was more of spice than like the flavor of it because you don't really get like a saltiness from the soy sauce that's supposed to be there. It's just more like that back leftover heat. But another thing that I made are cheesecake bars. So it's just a plain vanilla classic cheesecake and then I cut them up. They tasted nice. Me personally, I don't like cheesecake. Cream cheese and the tartness in desserts just doesn't work. Me, I like chocolate cheesecake because the chocolate usually overpowers the cream cheese, so you don't get that like tang from it, and it's nice and chocolatey. So another thing that I made are brookies. So you have the brownies and then the cookie bar. You mix them together, you bake it. It's kind of hard to tell when it's done baking because it bakes for an extra amount of time, but it still tasted good. And then I made some cinnamon rolls at school, and then I made it caramel. The caramel, she didn't have heavy cream, so I had to try doing it with evaporated milk, which it kind of has this weird stuff that goes with it. It doesn't turn out how it usually does, but it still worked. Next thing on the list are these strawberry shortcake cookies. So I basically used a strawberry cake mix because that's what most of the recipes had, and it would be easier, simpler, and faster. I had leftover cream cheese frosting from the cupcakes from the red velvet that was just shown earlier in the video. And then so I used that, and then I made like a strawberry crumble with like freeze-dried strawberries, golden Oreos, crumble that like on top of them because someone had asked to make them, so I did. I didn't take any pictures of them before like leaving for school because I didn't have time or I forgot. But like in the car, already like trying to get out of the house because it has frosting and I don't bring such a huge box. I can't like stack them on top of each other because obviously like the frosting is going to get it messed up. But yeah, I left the house already, and in the car it was just so hard because it got really messy because they were just like all over the place. I did try to clean them up, or at least take some of the messier ones out. They still tasted good. It had like a strawberry flavor. My sister, who doesn't seem to like strawberry cake, still didn't like these. She thought that they looked nice, but the cake or the cookie, just strawberries doesn't work for her for desserts, I guess. Or at least the ones that I've made, or like the ones from the store. Because this is a store-bought cake mix, so I guess it's that. And so I had a cupcake order this was like my first order that was placed some months ago, one of my neighbors, but like it wasn't going to be until February, but basically a Cars themed party. So they already had the toppers, and then I was just going to do vanilla and chocolate cupcakes. And then I also made some M&M, white chocolate, caramel, chocolate chip cookies, brought those to school. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, tips, or things you want me to bake in the future, feel free to comment down below, and have a blessed week. Bye.